Breaking news. Well, that was close. The Dow just dipped almost into negative territory. It was up just one single point. Right now, we're back up about 27. Oil is also a big story. It is now below $70 a barrel. We were trumpeting the fact all day that it had suddenly crashed through that ceiling of 70, but now below it on news that the president will announce tomorrow whether he'll exit from the nuclear deal. You can see from this intraday chart the big precipitous drop here. We're at $69.78 a barrel. You know, shareholders are very like-minded when it comes to Berkshire stock. They are dying to know about leadership and the future of leadership of this company. And there was a very interesting moment when it came to leadership this weekend that I had with Warren. Listen. Do any of the subsidiaries still report directly to you now?
Well, no, the answer is no.
Well, you kind of had to think about it. So whom do they report to? Earlier this year, Warren Buffett and Charlie Munger appointed Berkshire Insurance Chief Ajit Jain and Berkshire Hathaway Energy CEO Greg Abel as vice chairs. The biggest hint yet that these two might be the ones to succeed Buffett when the time comes. Both these longtime Berkshire managers are pretty camera shy. But in a rare interview, I caught up with Abel yesterday as he prepared to sound the horn for the Berkshire 5K race. Have you been practicing your horn skills?
I'm ready to fire. We've got the horn ready to go.
Are you going to be running it?
I'm going to be enjoying the morning with Jim. We're going to do the course. Running's a stretch. Let's not get carried away.
I'm hearing the word
Let's not get carried away.
Exactly. What a meeting, right? It's been incredible.
It's been amazing.
Right? We've talked to so many managers who now report to you, and they're really excited. They said it's just a seamless transition. How's your new role in all of this?
Well, as they highlighted, nothing's changed. It's business as usual, and it's just great.
Yeah.
We've got great people to be working with like Jim, and couldn't be better, so thank you.
But the lesson you have learned from Warren, the number one lesson?
Number one lesson is optimism. He's an optimist, and we're going to just keep moving forward. It's amazing. That's why we're here, investing in ourselves, just moving forward.
He had also said that the economy was looking better than it had in most of the years since the financial crisis and the whole business atmosphere. How do you see it?
Well, things are good right now. I think he summarized it great. So our businesses are in great place, and we've got great managers, and like I said, we're moving forward. Did you see the number on his bib, number one? Listen, it's fascinating to see this guy, gentlemen. Greg Abel finally talking. We heard from so many shareholders over the years. We want to hear from Greg. Why aren't you putting Greg and Ajit on the stage with you to kind of help the transition along?
Well, maybe we will. We'll see next year.
What do you think about that, Charlie? To let people hear from them and ask them questions as well. These are two huge segments of the industry under Berkshire's umbrella.
It's too far ahead. Next year is a long time when you're my age.
We'd like to make it longer.
Greg Abel is Canadian.
Right.
He's 55 years old. He loves hockey. It was fun to talk to him about that because my parents are Canadian. He says, I'm from Edmonton. And I said, well, we're from Saskatchewan, nowhere chic. He said, yeah, I know. But he seems to have a very nice demeanor about him. But as an operator, what's he like?
The best. I mean, he's very...
It's unbelievable.
Yeah. And you're right about the demeanor. He's a very, very nice guy who gets things done and understands business exceptionally well.
Well, you love Ajit as well, but
Sure.
It almost appears that Greg has perhaps a more pressing issue, and that is if he's in charge of the retail. The retail industry is in real dire straits. We've seen a lot of these go bankrupt, whether it's Nine West or Claire's or Toys R Us. Any signs that the retail ice age can turn around at all?
Well, ours is pretty good already.
Yeah.
Ours is not bad.
Our furniture group, which includes 4 companies, set a record last year for earnings, and they were up a fair amount. But there's no question that retailing generally is getting very, very, very disrupted, and it will change a lot in the next 5 or 10 years.
One of the undercurrents of the meeting that I really noticed was not in the questions, but in your answers. And it felt like you were saying, oh, Berkshire's fine without us making many of the day-to-day decisions. It's all going to be fine. But with all due respect, when you both say that Berkshire will be fine without you, that's like Tom Brady and Bill Belichick saying, we're leaving the New England Patriots, but it'll be the same team, it'll be fine, it'll be as successful. That's just not true, Charlie.
Well, I think you got to remember that we started with no assets, and they're starting with an empire. And of course they'll do better than we did. Now maybe they won't move the needle percentage-wise as much.
Can't.
But they're going to succeed hugely.
They got a lot
Don't you
going.
worry about it.
Yeah, they both have the talents, and they've got and they've got great companies. They got loads of money to work with, and the money keeps coming in every week. I mean, $400 million a week the first 13 weeks from operations, basically.
And that should
It's a
keep
comfortable feeling.
shareholders would be happy. Charlie, I want to thank you very much. You're going to vacate the chair for our special surprise guest, but before you do,
Yes.
will you come to the meeting next year?
Well, I will if I can.
Same goes for me.
Great to have you. Thank you so much.